Hello and welcome to Tariyaa Travel. Tariyaa Travel is a Pan-African travel agency with offices in Nigeria, the Gambia, Cameroon, Morocco, even in Europe. We offer flights, accommodation, tours, car rentals, airport transfers, travel insurance, eSIM. So I'm going to be showing you how to use this platform to book flights and accommodations. Now, before I proceed, I want to show you the difference between an agent's account and a user's account. So, if you look at the screen now, you will see sign in button, meaning I'm not signed in as an agent. So I'm just an ordinary user. So I want to check for a flight from Accra, Ghana to London on the 12th of October 2026. And here I can select the passenger and class. So is economy, you have economy, premium, business, and first class. So I'm going to search for economy class. Then you can add the number of adults, children, and infants. You can see the years for each of the options. All right. So also we have one way and round trip. One way meaning that the flight is going to be just from Accra, Ghana to London. While round trip means from Accra to London, then from London to Accra on another date. All right, so let me search for this flight now. Remember, I'm on user's account. I'm not logged in as an agent, so we can differentiate the pricing between ordinary user and agent pricing. So I'm searching now. So you can see Accra, Ghana to London, Monday, October 12th, one adult economy class. So we can see that $454.77. That's this for this flight. Okay. So mind you, you can search on any currency, not really any currency, but we have a lot of African currencies here. So you can see South African rand, you can see France CFA, you can see Uganda shilling, Tanzanian shilling, Rwanda francs, you can see Kenya shilling, Ghanaian cedi, you can see Nigerian naira, and we have British pounds, we have euro, we have Canadian dollar, and we have United States dollars. So if I want to change this to Ghanaian cedis, I click on it, it will change automatically. If I click on naira, it changes automatically. But mind you, this automatic changing works only for flights. For hotel, it doesn't change automatically. You have to reload the page again. All right, so let me go back to USD. So we are actually seeing this price as at 446. Let me just research it. Let me just modify the search again. So we'll get the updated prices. You know, in flights, price of a flight can change within a minute, within a second. Before you know, the price have changed. So most times you don't use a price you give someone in the last 3 hours to collect money. No, you have to check again to see if the price is still the same. So towards what I'm trying to explain to you, if you look here, I click on select and I click on book now. Remember, the main thing I'm trying to show you now is the price difference between an agent and normal user. So if I click book now, you will see that this price is now, when we add our service fee, this is now $486.27. 486.27. Take note of that. 486.27. So, but before I search for an agent, let me explain this flight a bit. You can see we search for Accra, from Accra to London, and the total hour of that flight is 8 hours 45 minutes. So it will leave Accra by 6:05 in the morning and arrive Casablanca, Morocco by 11:30 in the morning, the same 12th. Then it will leave Casablanca by 12:40, that is 20 minutes to 1 p.m., and arrive London by 3:50. So 10 minutes to 4. So if you leave from Accra by 6:05, you will arrive London by 3:50, 10 minutes to 4, almost 4 p.m. So that's it on this. So how much time will you spend in Casablanca? Is just 12:40 minus 11:30, which is 1 hour, 10 minutes. So they are going to stay in Casablanca for 1 hour, 10 minutes before proceeding from Casablanca to London. All right. So still back to what I want to explain to you. 8486.27. Remember, this is ordinary user 486. Let me sign in as an agent now. So when I sign in as an agent, we'll now see um the difference in the pricing. So remember it's 486. So the this thing is still here. Let me search again. I'm logged in as an agent now. You can see there's no sign in button now. Initial of my name is here now. So I click on search flights. All right, so we can see that now. So this is the same flight, leaving 6:05, arriving 3:50. So when we move forward, the same one, please check the luggage and click on book now. So this is where we'll see the difference in pricing. Remember the other one is 486.27. But now as an agent, I'm getting 48.94. So I actually have a cheaper price. And if you change that difference into your local currency in Africa, we see that you actually have a good money with you. Then apart from that, nothing stops you from adding extra money to sell to your customer. So even though you are getting for $80 cheaper than what other users will get, you can still add more money to this. You can make it $500. Then you sell to the you collect $500 from your customer and you come here, you pay us for 80.94. Then you take your money. So actually, the way you make your money is by adding your own markup. Is not We are not collecting your money. We are just giving you a cheaper rate so you can sell and make profit. So when people go to the site, they will see that you are giving them a cheaper price. That is if you didn't add much money to it. So we are not going to be paying you any money. You just have to add a markup on the price we give you. We give you a cheap price, then you add your money and make your sale. All right. So once you collect the money, you continue to passenger, then you fill all the details. So you can continue to confirm, but make sure you fill the correct information here. So this the travel document number is very important. Usually is a passport number. This number is in passport. So you have to put it there. So it's you cannot book a flight without it on our platform actually. So you have to put it there, then confirm and continue. If I click on confirm and continue, so confirm and continue, it takes you here. So you can see that you can actually buy extra baggage for that customer. Assuming they say that that one piece of luggage is not enough for me, I need extra baggage. So you can actually check it here and it will be added to you. So if you don't want to buy any extra luggage, you don't need to buy. And it's not all flights that you will see this option. Okay, so you go to seat selection, you can select a seat. So you can actually book without selecting a seat, and the system will just assign a random seat to you. But if you want to stay by the window or there's a particular place the customer wants to sit, you can go and select it, but you will see the customer will pay for it. You will see there's a price for it. So most time, most people don't pay for seats. They just book randomly. Then remember the fair rules I told you about before. You can still see it here. You can still see the fair conditions. So whether it is refundable or non-refundable, you can see penalties here. So you can see for this type of exchange is anytime. Our direction is 130 euro. Just to make any changes, maybe change in name, change in date of birth. So that's why before you book any flight, make sure that the names are correct the way it is on the passport. The surname should be where the surname is. The first name should be where the first name is. Then you can actually use only first name and surname and leave other names that is on the passport. It's okay. But make sure you're using the surname where it's supposed to be and the first name where it's supposed to be. Then it's a cancellation. If you cancel this flight anytime, ticket is non-refundable. In case of cancel, no show. So, but for some will tell you that if you cancel, you pay £200. So, but for this one, it says ticket is not refundable. So if you want to continue to payment, you click here. You can then proceed to continue payments. When you click on continue payments, it takes you here. So for those of us in Africa, you use this card payment to make your payment. This buy now pay later is not applicable in Africa. It's only for those in Europe and America. It's not supported in Africa. So for those in Africa, you just use card payment. You put your name, phone number. Okay, let me say I'll put my name and phone number and everything. So I'll put my mobile number, 234. So your number here must start with your country code plus 234 plus 220 plus 233, whatever your country code is. So you click check this button and you say pay now securely. When you click on pay now securely, it will take you to the payment gateway where you will use your card to make the payments. All right. So that's total we are seeing, which is 400 and something dollars, is actually 360 pounds. This is pounds now. So you can just click on pay with card, then you put the card details. You put the card details, put the name on the card, put the email address of the card owner, then you pay and your payment will go through. So this is how you book flights on tariyatravel.com. Next, I will show you how to book hotel on tariyatravel.com.